afternoon, good evening in fact, and welcome to the daily wrap of Dressage by the Sea, night 2. Brett Parbery, welcome back to yourself. Great to have you here beside me again, mate.
Oh, thanks. Great.
What a day, the first ever 4-star CDI event in the Southern Hemisphere. It's been run and it's been won. We're going to catch up with Sue a little bit later on this evening.
Absolutely, another great day. Wonderful performances, some surprise failures, including myself. But no, another great day and a really good day.
Two hearts, two brains going into the arena. There's always going to be the highs and lows. We know that about the sport.
Look, that's the best part about it. Sport, it's about an animal and a person and the harmony between the both, and you just cannot tell what's going to happen every day.
Well, if you can't win yourself, Brett, what better than to have one of your great mates in the lineup? He ran second today, Dave McKinnon. He ran second in the intermediate one, and I think we've got some footage of his round today. Must be proud to see a good mate of yours.
Oh, absolutely. Look, Dave's almost part of the family, and we all compete in the arena. However, we're all friends outside the arena. Here we see Dave, Mark Dowling, who's Dave's big supporter, bred this mare, Lady Loxley, and great to see Dave come through from yesterday, which yesterday he didn't have the ride that he wanted. Came through today.
71.029% to be second with that horse. Like as soon as you crack that 70 mark, you've got to be getting 7s and some 8s in there. So that's a huge effort.
Oh, great. And look, it was his first intermediate one on the horse as well.
Then we go to this man. How are we going to beat him? Jaden Brown, Da Vinci L, Lauren George's horse. This horse is, I watched it today, it's almost unstoppable.
It is. And to be honest, mate, I hope this is not a bit of an indication of how the State of Origin is going to go, because these Queenslanders are dominating.
Aren't they ever? This horse here, it is foot perfect. The 5 months it's been in the country, it hasn't missed a beat. And like you just look at it here on our screen right now, that this guy, the time in England hasn't hurt him, hasn't hurt this horse.
He's a very calm competitor, a very good rider, and when you put him on a great horse, I tell you what, he takes some beating.
He's doing a great job, and it's so lovely to see Lauren here with him. She's so vocal and so supportive. I know when we had the presentation at lunchtime today at the cafe, they were so happy to have this horse in the lineup. And
last night she cooked spatchcock apparently up at the new facility up at the pool.
Really?
The barbecues, fed the masses, and it came through today with a win.
It's just so nice. See, the Otto Arena, the sun came out today. It was just picture perfect as well.
Absolutely. I mean, the Otto surface is really showing up some great performances, and like we said last night, there's nothing better than a horse having the confidence to put its feet down and really get off the ground, and this is what the small tour and the big tour horses are showing today.
And we must thank Jan and Barry Smith from Otto Australia. Their daughter Nikki Dingwall's down here as well, because without sponsorship we don't have events, and they're one of our major sponsors here this weekend. Big call for them, because not all our arenas are Otto. We have changed this arena for a reason. You and I and the team here at Willinga Park think it's the best, and we wanted to put the best on at least one of our arenas, and hopefully in time we can transfer some of the others that maybe don't quite meet what we wanted to do for that job.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that with the feedback we're getting from competitors, they are loving riding on this surface, and it's definitely something for discussion.
Well, it was great to see Brooke Mance win the CDIY, the young rider competition here today, and she did a super job, a 65.882%. That's, again, no mean feat. She's almost knocked that 70% mark out of the park, and I'm sure we're going to see more growth from her. And I think we've got some footage from her test today. It was great to see our young riders, next generation, coming through.
I think actually what we did was we went to the intermediate 2, the under 25s.
Apologies
and what
there.
what we've done, that's fine, is we're showing Rosanna Relton, who's also a Queenslander, believe it or not. Oh. And she's here doing a wonderful job through there's Piaffe and through the Passage Piaffe tour of the intermediate 2. But it's a great opportunity to talk about all of the young riders that are here over the weekend. And like you say, Brooke Mance dominates on Callum Park Freya, and other young riders. It's been a very well supported event by the young riders, and they're the future.
It's also great if you're watching at home on the live stream for that that transition or that trending mark all the way through. You're right amongst the action, aren't you? You're really getting an education thanks to this scoring. First time in the Southern Hemisphere we've done a CDI paperless with the SAP scoring, and Angus Wright and the team from Black Horse scoring have been great.
Can I make a little confession?
Yeah.
I watch the Grand Prix from my house via the live stream because I love the scoring. I really love it, and I love the footage that's coming through on the live stream.
Well, Brett, you and I have the absolute privilege of being here at Willinga. There's so much more to this park. So earlier today, I went out and I just want to show everyone at home a little bit more of this great property. So obviously this week, Dressage by the Sea, it's all about competition. But there's so much more to Willinga Park. So let's go have a look behind the scenes. Here at Willinga Park, we have over 14 hectares of beautiful native gardens, all being planted with over 15,000 plants. Interestingly enough, a lot of them being native, we're seeing a huge number of native wildlife returning to the beautiful, pristine Willinga Park. Terry Snow has an absolute eye for detail. Behind me is an indoor arena, 70 by 30. It has 1,000 luminant lighting. If that doesn't mean much to you, basically it's TV quality all the time. We could produce TV out of there every day of the week and put our equestrian sport on the map, all because of the vision of Terry Snow. Here at Willinga Park, nothing goes unthought of. The kitchen we're in now is one of 3 commercial grade kitchens, and we've got a 4th one being built as we speak in our Equine Education Centre. We can churn out over 1,000 meals here, and it's at the highest of quality. Right now we work with Matt from Torwood, and they do beautiful food, so the highest of quality when you come here to eat. Construction doesn't stop here at Willinga Park. We have our Equine Education Centre. It's going to be able to seat 400 in conference mode, 180 for dining, with a full commercial kitchen being built as well. It's going to be a great addition to what we can offer here at Willinga Park. We're going to go through this door. It's one of our pump rooms, one of 3 that keeps water flowing around our 2,000 acre property. These Grundfos pumps are some of the best in the business to keep all of our water moving smoothly and cleanly right around this entire complex. What we see here is the largest indoor Tesla battery in the Southern Hemisphere. The scope in this room allows us to put another one in future development. 1,800 solar panels mean we can be entirely off-grid at the flick of a switch, really making Willinga Park a very unique place to come and visit. I'm no power expert, but in this room we have 3 diesel generators. They can kick in as required to keep the load at the right level, meaning that we can run totally off-grid. Combine that with our Tesla battery, we can go for over 2.5 weeks with not being on mains power and still function 100% normally. So although these motors aren't running at the moment, when I touch these here, they're actually warm, almost hot. That's done deliberately, so we can kick these in. We're literally down off the grid for no more than 30 seconds. The experts tell me it's 24 seconds in fact. So if we're running live free-to-air TV coverage of our event, we're not going to miss a moment of the action. I don't know about you, but when you go to a show, public toilets aren't really my thing. But here at Willinga Park, I think we've really delivered them up a grade to make you feel like you're at a first-class property. So while our 160 competitors are here on ground, we try and look after them as best we can. We've got state-of-the-art stables. The flooring they're on is rubber, meaning they don't have to worry so much about bedding, giving them the beautiful comfort. The high roofs in these buildings were specifically designed to create airflow for the horses to make sure that they are in their best possible ability to perform at their highest level. So although we're here about serious competition, we want our competitors to be able to relax and almost have a show holiday. So we've got a heated pool, it's sitting at about 26 degrees here, open to all of our competitors to use throughout the weekend and the competition. While here, perform at your best, you need to feel the best. We want to make sure that's covered for by the team at Willinga Park. What good Aussie doesn't love a barbecue? What horse person doesn't love mingling with their friends? Well, here we've got communal barbecues, 4 of them, 3 beautiful Webbers plus an electric one, open to the riders in this area to just come up, meet up with friends, make new acquaintances, cook on the barbecue and have a meal and have a great time while here at Willinga. Well, I hope you enjoyed the behind-the-scenes tour that we've got here at Willinga Park. So much to see and do. Come and see us. We're here right through until next Saturday. And hey, the bar's open. Let's enjoy a drink. Well, Parbs, I don't know about you, but what a great insight to behind the scenes and having a look at what we have here at Willinga.
I mean, I learned a few things there as well. I mean, this place is so big that I can't even get my head around it.
Well, we certainly look a lot better now. Sue, welcome to our daily wrap.
Thank you. A daily wrap's fantastic.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I had a ball out there.
Well, you looked like you had a ball,
Yeah.
and you now, I said it in our presentation, you go down in history as the first ever winner of a CDI 4-star competition in the Southern Hemisphere.
That's amazing, isn't it? It's wonderful.
Your horse is amazing. You must be proud of how he's going.
I love my horse so much. I've had him since he was a baby, so this is really icing on the cake for us.
Brett, you see Sue, she's represented Australia. She's been such a fierce competitor. It's so nice to see a horse that's been overseas and it comes back to Australia, and here it is, making all of our other competitors strive a bit harder.
Absolutely. I mean, that's part of the grand plan, if you want to put it that way, that people go abroad, advance themselves, train, compete, come back to Australia, bring it home and make other people around them better through great competition.
Yeah.
It's a huge financial commitment for you to do these trips, to come back, but isn't it nice to be back on home soil and competing at the highest level?
It's fantastic, and I wouldn't have, my horse is so much to me, I would never have left him over there for anything, so I'm so pleased to have him home, and he's in really good shape, and I think we've both benefited.
Brett, this is what it is. Sue's almost hearing when we talk about bringing a horse home. They do become part of the family. These top horses, they really are part of our culture and what we do. And this is maybe different to other industries, the racing industry, or say you're in motorsports. The horse, it has a heart, it has a brain, but it also, we put feelings into what they are.
And certainly, Tim, with the dressage, we get so connected to them and we go through such highs and lows with them. And Sue can certainly vouch for that we just they become part of the family, and to sell them, it's a difficult thing. And like Sue said, she could never sell her horse. It'd be like selling one of her family. She'd probably be better off selling her son than the horse, you know? Not that we'll mention that.
I hope he doesn't hear that.
Sue, just give me a bit of a guide.
Yeah.
So you said you've had Remington forever. How long have you actually had him, and to get him to where he is today?
I bought him as a yearling from Mark Dowling, who bred him.
It's interesting.
Yes.
Mark Dowling's horse that he bred was second in the intermediate one,
and
wins
Lloyd
the Grand Prix.
is that mare's uncle, we worked out.
Wow.
Yeah, so
What a
they're
great-
related.
The genetics are
Yes.
coming through.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Mark's a huge supporter of everything we do, and obviously Dave and everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty impressive.
So you did a great job, but it was wonderful to see Mary Warren step up this evening. She did an amazing test. I thought she may have got there. She took the lead, and let's have a little look at her round this evening. And I'm no expert here, Parbs, but it's great to see that next blood coming through.
Oh, absolutely. And she's a fierce young competitor. Mary's done a great job, and this is her second string horse, Raphael. So Mary has done a great job in producing him. She's produced him from scratch and has done a great job with the Piaffe Passage and all of the tough stuff. You know, there's Piaffe on the centre line, which is not easy.
Now we go to your test, Sue. You said he was feeling good. You said sometimes that can go two ways.
That can go two ways with him. If he's a little tired, he doesn't express himself so well, but he definitely wasn't tired today. And I felt him bubble up a little bit when he heard the people popping their champagne in the bar. So they're having a lovely time up there.
We talked about this last night, that atmosphere. What are you for it, against it? What are your thoughts?
I'm for it. I'm for it.
Bring it on?
Yep, I think our horses have got to live with that, because you get much more than that overseas. And when you're competing overseas, you have a lot of people watching, and they don't mind. They don't mind what happens in the crowd. So I think we have all got to deal with it, and I think it just brings something special to the competition as well.
And it's nice to have people drinking. There was a lot of laughter, and they
absolutely.
were enjoying quality dressage.
Yep. It shouldn't be boring, and I love it that people are having a good time up there.
And it's one of the reasons, Tim, that we had the Grand Prix on its own at this event, wasn't it? Because we decided to have the Grand Prix on its own as a special event so that people on the ground could come and watch.
And again, next week we do the same with the freestyle on Saturday afternoon. We still have tickets to our VIP function. If you'd like to join us, they're available via our website, and maybe you could win the freestyle next this Sunday and next Saturday.
They're definitely my shout then.
Well, I'm glad I pulled you away from the bar because you did say at presentation time that it was your shout. But if I hold you over here a little bit longer...
Maybe they'll all forget I said that.
It was that nice euphoric moment too. Those scores come so quickly. You were still in the arena, so you can enjoy that moment.
That was amazing because normally what happens is, as you know, Brett, you walk away and you think, well, that was pretty good, but not sure whether it was good enough, and you don't really know until you get back to the stables. And those scores came up as I was leaving, and that was the best.
So 2:05, the freestyle starts on Sunday afternoon. As we said, tickets are available at the gate for tomorrow. We have the, what's the next step in the 4-star competition?
The Grand Prix Special.
Special.
So that's tomorrow.
That'll be on tomorrow afternoon. We'd love you to come along and join us. Sue, well done.
Thank
Super win today.
Yep.
Harbs, thanks so much. Let's go up a gear tomorrow, hey?
Lovely. Can't wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We couldn't run our event without sponsors. A huge thank you to Otto Sports and to take us out this evening. Let's learn a little bit more about their product.